Warning, if you are sensitive to the sight of animated blood, please turn off this video now, as it is very gore-tastic. You have been warned. Let It Die is a free-to-play hack-and-slash game with a retro feel. The best way I've seen how to describe it is a hipster version of Dark Souls. The core concept of the game is simple. There's a tower. Make it from the very bottom of the tower to the top using an escalator system and elevator system while utterly dismembering anyone who steps into your path. This includes AI enemies, mini-bosses, and even real people. That's right, the unique factor of this game lies in the ability to come across friends who have died on their way to the top. They're called haters, and their reanimated corpses will be controlled by the AI. Although you will still see their gamertag in order to brag to them later that you cut them into the rusty saw. Killing enemies rewards either coins or SPL. You get coins from killing basic enemies, and SPL from killing haters. Coins are used to call back your corpse to the waiting room if you die. If you leave your corpse out in the hallway where you died, it'll become its own enemy, and you either have to go kill it or your friends will have to go kill it. If you don't have enough of the game's premium pay to get currency called death metal to come back to life immediately, you'll have to go back to the waiting room and use another character. To use the elevator to get between floors and to purchase the weapons and armor that you found blueprints for. You start finding blueprints on the second floor. They can be taken to the game's merchant, who will read the blueprint after that. You can use the materials found in the game, also starting on the second floor, to research and develop the desired item. Once research and development is done, the weapon and armor can be mass-produced and bought with coins at a very decent price. SPL is primarily used to upgrade your waiting room. Once you beat the first mini-boss Sion and officially complete the tutorial, you will unlock a new kiosk run by a creepy doll named Tetsuo. Tetsuo's kiosk allows you to attack other players' waiting rooms to earn coins and SPL by destroying their coin bank and SPL tank. Players can assign fighters, the playable character that you control in-game, to defend their waiting rooms. If you defeat them while attacking, you can sometimes take one hostage. The hostage is stored in your restroom. If the other player doesn't pay the ransom for the hostage, you may claim him as your own after a set time period. The SPL you get from killing haters and destroying other people's waiting rooms can be funneled into improving your own base. You have the choice to use that SPL to upgrade your fighter freezer, which determines how many fighters you can have at one time, and the more fighters means the more available defenders. Your bank, which upgrades how many coins you can hold at one time. Your tank, which upgrades how much SPL you can hold. Or your restroom, which determines how many hostages you can take. While the game is insanely fun and addicting, there are still so many things that the developers could fix. My biggest issue with this game right now is it feels that you don't have very much inventory space. I feel like I'm constantly having to manage my inventory space, as you only get a standard 20 spots, or if you want to pay a little more you can get an extra 10 slots, but that's an only temporary cost, and you still have to continue to pay that either every day or every month, depending on how often you set it to renew. At the same time, they do have a storage unit in the waiting room, but I don't want to have to keep going from the main area to the waiting room to keep having to dump my inventory in the storage space, which is also very limited in size, as it's only 30 slots. So between the 20 slots for each character and the 30 slots for the storage unit, which is 30 slots for all of your characters combined, not just each one, that tends to fill up very fast, and even paying for the express pass, which is what upgrades your inventory, does not actually upgrade your storage unit down in the waiting room. It only upgrades your death bag, which is what you carry around. If the developers could just make it to where you can stack similar items, like if you have like 4 frogs that you picked up to go defeat the first boss or the second boss, if you could just be able to stack those, like have 4 frogs just stacked together instead of having the same item take up 4 different spots in your inventory, is kind of annoying, and I think that's kind of what drove Destiny down partially way back in the day when it first came out. And also similar games like No Man's Sky, the inventory space was always the main battle of the game, not the game itself, and that was what made it not fun. Another large issue that I have with this game is the leveling system doesn't really seem to be very relevant. As you can see at the top left of the screen, this character is level 10. But honestly, I've poured EXP into all 6, I think, of my characters. The only physical difference that I've seen between the levels is HP boosts, like a very small HP boost. And there's other stats that you can pour your XP into, like stamina and stuff, but honestly, I get just as tired fighting as I did before pouring XP into it. It doesn't seem to make much of a difference, and I feel like that's somewhat broken right now. And I just feel like leveling's kind of pointless, because a level 1 can completely obliterate a level 25 with maximum stats. It doesn't matter. It matters what weapon you have, and that's kind of not fair, especially whenever some of the hallways, sometimes like the first floor of the hallway will have a level 25 in there, and I'm going there's a level 1 with no weapons. Of course level 25 is going to obliterate me. See, it seems like that way level matters, but the other way around it doesn't. It just seems unbalanced, unfair. So honestly kind of broken right now. Otherwise the game is very fun and addicting. And there's some smaller issues with this game, but I promised myself I wouldn't nitpick today because I'm just not in the mood to nitpick. But if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, thumbs down if you did not like it, and tell me why in comments. Smash that subscribe button. It really helps me to bring you guys more content like this, more reviews of indie games and betas and stuff like that. I love making this content for you guys, and I know I've been slacking recently. I do have to apologize for that. It's just, college has been getting in the way, but I'm off for winter break now, and I'm excited to bring you guys some new content over the break, and probably next semester too, because I've got a lighter schedule that allows me to make videos for you guys on a regular basis again. I had a back-to-back schedule with work and school this year. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys on the cyber side. Peace.